There is a secret about money that few know. A secret so simple that the logical mind rejects it, yet so powerful it transforms realities in 48 hours. Florence Scovel Shinn discovered this truth in the 1920s, when the world was experiencing the Great Depression, and millions believed scarcity was a natural law. Have you ever wondered why some people effortlessly attract money while others struggle their entire lives? Why certain opportunities knock on some doors and flee from others? The answer isn't in the market. It isn't in the economy. It isn't in luck. The answer lies in a law that governs all manifestation. You receive what you assume to be true. Assuming is not wishing. It is not hoping. It is not asking. Assuming is living internally as if the desire were already a done deal. It is feeling gratitude before the arrival, experiencing relief before the solution, carrying certainty before the proof. Florence taught that imagination is God in action. Every scene you create mentally, every feeling you cultivate, every state you inhabit becomes a seed in the invisible field of consciousness. And this field knows no linear time. For it, what you assume today already exists now. But here's what most people don't understand. Money already exists. At this very moment, immense sums circulate throughout the world, seeking consciousnesses aligned with abundance. Millions are transferred, invested, distributed every second. The question isn't about creating money. The question is becoming the kind of person who naturally receives it. You have been conditioned to believe that manifestation takes time, that prosperity requires sacrifice, that abundance is a privilege for a few. These beliefs are veils that obscure a luminous truth. You are already prosperous in the invisible dimension. Your only task is to assume this prosperity until it becomes as natural as breathing. Florence proved that large sums can manifest in days when we apply the law of assumption with unwavering faith. She witnessed checks arriving from unexpected sources, opportunities appearing out of nowhere, doors opening where there were only walls before. Time is an illusion when you live in the end. Distance is an illusion when you inhabit the state of the fulfilled desire. And you are about to discover how to assume this state with such conviction that the universe will have no choice but to confirm your new reality. The law of assumption is the most revolutionary principle Florence Scovel Shinn revealed to the world. This law states that your consciousness is the only creative power operating in your life. What you assume to be true about yourself, about your circumstances, about your possibilities, inevitably materializes in the physical world. Imagine your mind as an invisible magnetic field. Every sustained thought, every cultivated emotion, every inhabited internal state emits a specific frequency. The universe, being pure energy responding to energy, organizes people, events, and circumstances to exactly match the vibration you maintain. When you assume prosperity, you are not pretending to be rich. You are recognizing a truth that already exists in the causal dimension. In the sphere of pure consciousness, you are already abundant. Your task is to allow this abundance to flow from the invisible dimension to the visible through the bridge of assumption. Imagination is God in action because it is through it that you imprint new patterns onto the universal substance. Every scene you visualize with feeling, every state you assume with conviction, becomes a creative command directed to the infinite intelligence that governs all manifestations. Florence discovered that manifestation is not about attracting something external. It is about expressing something that already exists internally. The money you desire already circulates in the current of universal life. Your function is to align your consciousness with the frequency of this abundance until it finds you as its natural destination. There is a crucial difference between desiring and assuming. Desiring implies absence, lack, separation from the desired object. Assuming implies possession, union, complete identification with the desired state. When you assume prosperity, you stop begging the universe and begin to command as a legitimate heir to infinite abundance. Your consciousness is the temple where all creation happens. Every state you inhabit is a lived prayer, a silent decree directed to the invisible forces that shape your reality. That is why Florence insisted. Change your consciousness and your world will automatically change. The time it takes to manifest depends on the intensity of the assumption. When you assume with absolute faith, without doubt, without wavering, manifestation accelerates dramatically. In 48 hours of unwavering assumption, you can reposition your vibrational identity so radically that large sums find you as a natural consequence of who you have become. Manifesting large sums in 48 hours requires 3 fundamental pillars that Florence Scovel Shinn codified through decades of practical application. These pillars are not theory. They are spiritual technology tested by thousands who dared to assume their prosperous nature. The first pillar is feeling the end. Before falling asleep, you must enter the twilight state of consciousness, that sacred moment between wakefulness and sleep, when the critical mind relaxes and the subconscious becomes receptive. In this state, you construct a vivid scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. You see the numbers in your bank account, feel the texture of the check in your hands, experience the profound relief of knowing that your financial situation has completely changed. But it's not enough to visualize. You must feel as if it is real now. The subconscious does not distinguish between physical experience and imagined experience when both carry the same emotional intensity. Upon waking, you maintain this feeling as a present truth, not as a future hope. The second pillar is the absolute mental diet for 48 hours. Every thought that contradicts your new reality must be immediately revised. When the mind whispers scarcity, you declare abundance. When fear tries to settle in, you cultivate anticipatory gratitude. Florence taught that mental vigilance is essential because a single moment of sustained doubt can undo hours of constructive work. During these 2 days, you become a relentless guardian of your mental life. Affirmations like, "Abundance flows to me from expected and unexpected sources," must be repeated until they become automatic. Your internal conversation changes completely. You stop speaking as a person in lack and begin speaking as someone naturally prosperous. The third pillar is the recurring multisensory scene. You choose a specific scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire and repeat it obsessively, especially during moments of transition of consciousness. This scene must involve all senses and must evoke genuine emotion of gratitude and fulfillment. Repetition is not mechanical. It's like a musician who practices the same piece until it flows naturally through them. You practice the feeling of prosperity until it becomes your natural frequency, your default state, your vibrational identity. These 3 pillars work in synergy to imprint a new reality onto the field of universal consciousness. When applied with absolute discipline for 48 hours, they can reconfigure your energetic structure so radically that great manifestations become inevitable. Now it's time to look in the mirror of your own resistance. How many times have you planted seeds of prosperity and then watered them with doubt? How many opportunities have you pushed away because, deep down, you didn't believe you deserved them? How many times has money knocked on your door and you didn't recognize it because you were vibrating in guilt or unworthiness? The painful truth is that you have been your own obstacle. Every time you think, "I don't have enough money," you strengthen the experience of lack. Every time you worry about bills, you feed the consciousness of scarcity. Every time you envy others' prosperity, you vibrationally separate yourself from the abundance that is yours by divine right. See the invisible consequences of your mental habits. When you doubt, your energy contracts and repels opportunities. When you fear, your vibration becomes dense and blocks the natural flow of abundance. When you postpone the decision to assume prosperity, you indefinitely postpone your own financial liberation. But also look at the other side of the mirror. When you assume abundance, even for a few minutes, notice how life responds. Conversations about opportunities arise naturally. Profitable ideas sprout spontaneously. Prosperous people are attracted to your orbit. Favorable coincidences multiply. This contrast reveals an irrefutable truth. You are the operator of your own financial experience. It is not the market that determines your abundance. It is not circumstances that dictate your prosperity. It is your internal state that commands external conditions. As long as you doubt, life waits. As long as you fear, the flow closes. As long as you postpone, opportunities age, and seek more receptive consciousnesses. Every day of indecision is a day of delayed manifestation. Your unconscious mind registers every thought of limitation as creative instruction. It does not judge whether your beliefs are true or false, beneficial or destructive. It simply obeys and manifests according to the patterns you consistently hold. The time to pretend you have no power over your financial reality is over. The time to blame external circumstances for your internal situation has ended. The time to postpone your prosperous transformation has expired. It's not money that avoids you. It's your doubt that pushes it away. It's not abundance that is lacking in the world. It's your receptivity that needs to be calibrated. And today, in this moment, you decide to fully open the door to your divine inheritance of unlimited prosperity. The moment has come to apply the 48-hour ritual that will reconfigure your vibrational identity and magnetize large sums into your life. This is not a casual exercise. It is a spiritual surgery that demands total commitment and unwavering faith. First, choose a specific amount you wish to manifest. Be precise. Instead of a lot of money, declare $10,000 or $40,000. Specificity gives clear direction to the creative power of your consciousness. From now on, for 48 consecutive hours, you live as if this amount has already arrived, not as future hope, but as a present fact that has not yet physically manifested. You assume the end with such conviction that your energy radiates anticipatory gratitude. Every night, before sleeping, you enter the drowsy state and create your scene of fulfillment. See yourself checking your bank account and observing the desired amount. Feel the texture of your debit card. Hear the manager's confirmation about the deposit. Experience the profound relief of knowing that your situation has completely changed. But here is the secret that few apply. You must feel the scene as real now, not as a future possibility. Your emotion must be one of gratitude for the fulfillment, not of hope for the manifestation. The subconscious responds to the present feeling, not the future desire. During the day, rigorously monitor your thoughts. When the mind whispers limitation, you immediately revise with affirmations of abundance. Large sums come to me from expected and unexpected sources. I am an open channel for infinite prosperity. Money flows to me with divine ease. Avoid discussions about financial difficulties. Do not feed conversations about crisis or scarcity. Do not obsessively check your bank account. During these 2 days, you are an incubator of prosperity. Protect your internal state as if it were a premature baby needing a controlled environment to grow. When doubts arise, and they will, remember that resistance is a sign that transformation is happening. Your unconscious mind is being reprogrammed and naturally resists change. Be gentle but firm with yourself. Immediately return to the state of gratitude and certainty. Practice mental generosity. Silently bless the prosperity of others. Celebrate the financial success you observe around you. This attitude vibrationally aligns you with the frequency of abundance. At the end of 48 hours, you will have imprinted a new reality onto the field of universal consciousness. Now it is only a matter of time until this imprint manifests in the physical world, through paths your logical mind cannot even imagine. After applying the ritual with absolute discipline, you need to recognize the signs that the law of assumption is working in your favor. Florence Scovel Shinn called these indicators bridges of incidence, seemingly casual events that form the path between your assumption and its physical manifestation. The first signs emerge internally. You notice an inexplicable peace regarding money. The anxiety that once accompanied your financial worries dissolves. You develop a natural, almost innocent confidence that your needs will always be met. This is the state of mental Sabbath that Florence described, the inner rest that follows spiritual work well executed. Externally, favorable coincidences begin to multiply. Conversations about business opportunities arise spontaneously. People mention profitable investments without you asking. You find forgotten money in pockets or receive unexpected refunds. These seemingly small events are seeds of the great manifestation that is approaching. Pay attention to your dreams during this period. The subconscious often communicates through dream symbols. Dreaming of flowing water, abundant harvests, or finding treasures are signs that your new mental programming is consolidating. Your dreams become more vivid and optimistic. Sometimes, apparent obstacles arise before manifestation. Florence called this the dark night of the soul, or divine pruning. An unexpected bill, a delay in payments, or small financial losses may occur. Do not be alarmed. These situations often create energetic space for greater abundances to enter your life. Your intuition becomes sharper. You receive internal impulses to take certain actions, call someone, visit a certain place, explore a specific opportunity. These inspirations are guidance from your higher self directing you toward manifestation. Obey these impulses without questioning excessively. Subtle changes in the behavior of people around you also indicate vibrational transformation. Some may comment that you seem different, more confident, more prosperous. Others may feel naturally inclined to offer opportunities or partnerships. Your new frequency attracts people and circumstances aligned with prosperity. The most powerful sign is the naturalness with which you begin to handle money. Amounts that once seemed impossible now sound reasonable. You develop a healthy and detached relationship with financial resources, seeing them as energy that flows naturally through your life. Stay receptive and grateful. Manifestation is on its way, organizing itself through channels your conscious mind cannot even foresee. You are no longer the same person who started this journey. By absorbing these spiritual truths, by applying the law of assumption with unwavering faith, you have altered your fundamental energetic structure. You now vibrate at a different frequency. You carry a prosperous identity that magnetizes abundance as a natural law. At this moment, as these words penetrate your consciousness, large sums are already organizing to find you. The universe responds to your new internal state by mobilizing resources, people, and opportunities. Your transformation is not just personal, it is cosmic. You have become an active channel for divine abundance to flow into the physical world. Declare with me now, I am the living expression of infinite prosperity. Large sums come to me from expected and unexpected sources. I accept my divine inheritance of unlimited abundance. So it is, so it shall be. Your journey of conscious manifestation has only just begun. Every day you maintain this new prosperous identity. Every moment you inhabit the state of anticipatory gratitude. You strengthen your ability to manifest increasingly greater realities. But transformation without action is stagnation. Now you must share this energy. If this message awakened something powerful within you, if you felt a real shift in your perception of money and abundance, leave your comment below telling us which practice resonated with you most. Your experience can inspire other souls to awaken to their own prosperous nature. Like this video if you felt a genuine awakening. Your energetic approval amplifies this message to reach more people who need to remember their divine inheritance of abundance. Subscribe to the channel to receive more revelations about the spiritual laws that govern manifestation, prosperity, and conscious transformation. Each video is a key to unlocking deeper aspects of your divine nature. Share this message with someone who needs to awaken to their creative power. When you spread authentic spiritual knowledge, you multiply your own abundance. Generosity is always rewarded by the universe. You are now a conscious magnetizer of prosperity. You are the living expression of the divine in human form. You carry within you the power to transform any circumstance through unwavering assumption. Money is not your God, but your servant. Abundance is not your obsession, but your nature. Prosperity is not your destiny, but your origin. So it is, so it shall be, and so it is already being.